No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided are greater than the legal services of other lawyers. You found the Heart of Dixie podcast. I'm Harry Steele. I'm a retired attorney down in Daphne, Alabama. And today we're going to be talking about the Forrest Bullin incident. Forrest was arrested for shooting a deputy, Michael Walker, in 2017 around Christmas. I think it was December 17th. And, well, first of all, he was convicted prior to his state trial of being a drug user in possession of a firearm, which deprived him of the Castle Doctrine and stand your ground in his state trial, thereby denoting some intent on the part of the prosecutor to do this. So then he gets convicted of shooting Michael Walker and gets 60 years in prison. And then his sentence was upheld in 2001. So that brings us back to the civil case that was filed by the deputy who was shot in the face against Mr. Walker. And, you know, that proceeded on along. And then, of course, Sergeant Walker goes on podcasts and tells the story about how he was shot and what a hero he is. And then, of course, here recently, Judge Scott Taylor was the one hearing the civil case, and he awarded Michael Walker $4.5 million, and everything that Mr. Bullin owned was sold on the courthouse steps, and Deputy Walker bought his property, his ancestral property and his home, so that if he ever does get out of prison after serving 60 years and then another 30, well, then he won't have anywhere to go home to. So now I'm going to do something very unorthodox, and I'm going to share. I'm going to let you watch what I'm doing. So we're going to listen to this one time through, and then we're going to listen to it in context. So this is a 911 call that Forrest Bullin made before he shot Deputy Walker.
You hear that, Chief? Can you hear that?
Yes, sir. I'm putting you through to the sheriff's office, okay?
Sheriff's office.
911 transfer. It's going to be for shots fired at 63656 State Highway 59. Caller, go ahead.
Hurry up, I need some deputies here now. They're shooting up my house, man.
What's your name?
Forrest Bullin. Please hurry. Where are they at?
Where are you at, Forrest?
I'm in my house upstairs.
You're in your house?
Yeah.
38.
38's Walker.
You said, what was the numeric again?
I'm sorry.
What was the numeric again?
63656.
63656, U.S. Highway 59?
Yes.
38, nobody shot. Subject saw me come around toward the back. Fired around. Shots have been fired back.
10-438.
Yeah.
38.
38's Walker.
You said, what was the numeric again?
I'm sorry.
What was the numeric again?
63656.
63.
38, nobody shot. Subject saw me come around toward the back. Fired around.
Okay, so right there, you have the first 911 call, and then you have a doctored audio given to the defense by the state that has a timestamp on it that says that transmission was made minutes later. Yeah, it's getting there. We're not there yet. We're getting there. So now I'm going to show you a program called Notebook LM, where I've put the entire transcript of the Forrest Bullin case over here on the left, and I've put in the Rule 40 Well, that filing 45 is actually a Rule 32 response. And so we're just going to go through here, and I'm going to let you see what I found out asking some questions. I said, who were the deputies at Bullin's house on the night of the shooting? The 3 primary deputies from the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office who were at Forrest Bullin's house to attempt an arrest on the night of the shooting were Michael Walker, Keith Stovall, and Brandon Brown. There were other, people who came later, Stabler, Bookout, Colby, and the SWAT team. So then I said, can you show me testimony of the Baldwin County dispatcher who testified in the Forrest Bullin trial per the transcript and where she testified about the time of the first 911 call? According to this, her name is Cameron Powell, a communications officer dispatcher for the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office, testified during the Forrest Bullin trial regarding the 911 calls received on the night of the incident. And here it pops up, and it'll show you in the transcript over here on the left exactly what was said. So you see she's sworn in, and they ask her all these questions. Yep, that's where she says she's a communication manager. And here's where they ask her about the call. So, anyhow, I'll make this available online, who everybody wants to watch it. But here's where she testifies about what time it was and all that. So the initial domestic violence call, of course, was received at 8:30. So there's no way that they could have been in hot pursuit or, following their SOP, which would explain why they showed up without their lights on. Somebody calls 911, you can hear the angry husband in the background, so you don't run lights and sirens. She was in the hospital for hours. So they show up at his house at 1:30 a.m. Michael Walker is hit in the face at 1:33, and they claim the first 911 call came in at 1:36, roughly 3 minutes after Walker was shot. So the Teresa Heinz, the assistant district attorney, makes everyone in the courtroom sit there in complete silence for 5 minutes to let it sink in that he waited 5 minutes after he shot Deputy Walker to call 911. That is a lie. That is a lie that has been perpetuated by Michael Walker, the sheriff, the DA, and now Kristi Haygood. So here we go. Some more. The individual who testified about these facts was Cameron Powell. Did Ms. Haygood state that the first 911 call came after the shooting of Michael Walker by Forrest Bullin? Yes. Kristi Decent Haygood stated in her Rule 32 response that the first call from Forrest Bullin occurred after the shooting of Michael Walker. Her findings include a statement of facts that incorporated the Alabama Court of Criminal Appeals summary, which explicitly notes after the shooting, Bullin called 911 and asked for police to come help him because there were people at his house. And if you hover over these things, it'll actually show you the testimony, and there you can see it there. So, it seems pretty clear that not only should Forrest get out of jail because Deputy Michael Walker, who is now a Gold Shield detective with the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office, lied. It looks like somebody doctored this audio. It looks like the entire crime scene is a total fabrication. And, Bullin is sitting in jail all this time. So one more thing that I'd like to show you, because this is going to be a very short video, I'd like to show you one more thing. So you see here, this is the order denying the Rule 32 that was filed on behalf of Mr. Bullin. And of course, a Rule 32 goes back to the original trial judge, which was Jody Bishop. So inside of his order, he has a case citation that Kristi Haygood put into her Rule 32 response, right? So anyway, if you take this case citation, and you're going to have to bear with me again because I'm going to have to switch to another program. So you can see here, this is open case. and I asked Open Case, I said, if I use this, so you got to understand that the name of the case is one thing. This 320 Southern 3rd, that's the Southern Reporter 3rd edition, right? It gives you the page and volume number so you can find it's the coordinates of this case. So if we put this in 320 Southern 3rd 1, if this was purported to be the case citation for Walker versus State, is this an error? And of course it says yes. This is not the proper citation for Walker versus State. So not only did she put something in her pleading that was false factually, but she used law that doesn't exist. Anyway, if you go look this up, I think it says that this is some kind of case. That citation that she gave was some kind of case down in Florida. Yeah. So ex parte Walker is actually this other case citation. Again, she should be removed from office. She should not be able to take the blacking because Ms. Haygood is our, I don't know what you call her, the candidate elect to take over, to become a circuit judge. And all she's got to do is win this one election. This is the podcast where you can go watch all of this in its entirety. And what you saw was me playing around with the audio gain in the software program that I use to do the post-production. And I can tell you they dubbed that down so you could not hear it. I'm not so sure this really falls on his attorney not doing a good job, and it's just a fluke that I have to be looking at this and came across it. So anyway, I think that's fairly compelling. I don't know why everyone doubled down on supporting Michael Walker when it was pretty clear that he was not telling the truth, and there was all kind of prosecutorial misconduct in this case. They had him riding around at a rodeo 2 months after he got shot, parading him around as a hero, and he was trespassing on someone's property, got shot in the face. He should have lost his job. I could show you all of the video of the other two deputies that were there. They never fired a shot. They said, we don't know what the hell he was shooting at. So anyway, hopefully someone at the U.S. Attorney's Office is going to see this, and they're going to launch an investigation, and they will reverse the fact that Michael Walker now owns everything that Forrest Bullin ever had or ever will have based on a lie and perjury. Kristi Haygood, who is the assistant district attorney involved in this thing, she should go, Teresa Heinz should go, and our DA should resign over this. And, of course, both of these judges should lose their pension and everything else. Well, that pretty much does it for me today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, especially if you're one of these judges. Thank you.
But it hides what's done when the day is done. Sheriff rides high on a promise he sold, but his truth's been bought and his soul's been told. He don't walk alone down that courthouse hall, got shadows that move when he makes a call, a whisper here, a favor there, and suddenly justice ain't nowhere. You can hear it humming underneath the street where power and silence meet. Oh, the machine don't bleed, don't cry, don't care. It feeds on fear and the deals they share, pulling every string in the dead of night, turning wrong to right, turning black to machine. Got henchmen lined like dominoes in a row. They don't ask why, they just go where it goes. A nod from the top and a life gets crushed. Another voice buried, another file hushed. They wear the loyalty like a second skin, trading their conscience just to fit in. Break a man down, call it law and order, build their empire at the county border. Every favor owed is a chain that binds, every truth buried buys more time. Oh, the machine don't bleed, don't cry, don't care. It feeds on fear and the deals they share, pulling every string in the dead of night, turning wrong to right, turning black to white. If you stand in the way, you'll disappear clean. Ain't no fighting back when you face a machine. The district attorney signs with a steady hand, but the ink's been stained by a deeper plan. Senators smile from their polished stage while they trade your life for another page. County seats filled with familiar names, all tied together in a quiet game. Handshakes tighter than a noose can be, wrapped in power and immunity. And the victims cry, but no one hears. The truth gets lost in a flood of years, dragged through the mud till they break a bend, till the story twists and the lies all win. They'll take your name, they'll take your breath, dress it up nice and call it justice served to death. It's not one man, it's a web they weave, 1,000 hands that deceive, and every thread leads back again to the same old circle of friends. Oh, the machine don't bleed, don't cry, don't care. It feeds on fear and the deals they share, pulling every string in the dead of night, turning wrong to right, turning black to white. And if you speak too loud, if you're seen too clean, they'll grind you down in that cold machine. So the badge still shines in the morning light, and the town sleeps easy every night. But beneath it all, where the truth's unseen, there's a whole damn world run by that machine.
You better let go of my.
I'll fucking kill it, motherfucker.
Matt! Get off my dog!
Get the fuck off me! Get the
Hey,
fuck
that's fucking enough. That's enough.
I'm gonna kill that fucking dog, hey? And I'm gonna kill you.